It seems to me that Amy's dad really went out of his way to shoot down all of those reports about Amy being depressed and on drugs at the time of her death. But I can't help look to that performance in Serbia last month when Amy was booed off the stage in a shamble of a performance. And I have to wonder, Jane, if it wasn't the drugs, what do you think may have been going on with Amy Winehouse?
Well, first of all, sometimes chronic drug users, even when they're not intoxicated, can die because their bodies have broken down because they've abused them so much. But also, as much as my heart goes out to her father, his comments betray a lack of understanding about how addiction works. You can't say, well, I conquered drugs 3 years ago and I've been off booze 3 weeks. It doesn't work that way. Either you're sober or you're not. Either you have no mood-altering substances or you are intoxicated. Really, the substance itself is not so much the issue.
Yeah, and it seemed he did, as I mentioned, he did go out of his way to make a point of all of this. Amy's dad revealing in this brand new statement today that Amy was trying hard to deal with her drinking and had just completed 3 weeks of abstinence. He even quoted Amy as having said to him, "Dad, I've had enough. I can't stand the look on your and the family's faces anymore." So you hear that, Jim, and at least it sounds to me like Amy perhaps was trying to get herself together. And it seems to me that her father's brand new revelations today perhaps paint a very different picture about Amy's final days than what most people are imagining, don't you think?
I think the statements may, in fact, say a lot about the dad. Look, I'm a dad, and when we hear our children and when we see them in pain, we want to see the good side of them because we love them so much. Her dad clearly loved his daughter. He wanted to believe she was kicking the habit. He wanted to believe she was getting better. You do look at that performance a month ago, and your heart breaks when you see Amy Winehouse on stage just weeks ago, so out of it. Her mom said she seemed out of it the day before she died. That doesn't mean Amy Winehouse didn't want to beat the addiction, but this was a years-long trouble for her, and I believe Jane's right. You say that she was off alcohol for 3 weeks. You know, in the scheme of things, that's just not that much.